It's welcome. Stevie says, welcome. What a crazy weekend. What a crazy week. This is how I feel about seeing all the shows I'm going to do in 2025. They've been announced. First, what are we drinking now? A little beer from Las Vegas called Retro Glow. I was a sucker for the can, as always. I'm the label lady. I'm the can lady. It's a hazy IPA. 7% alcohol, Vegas. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's delicious, though. If you see that, you can find it in Walgreens in Las Vegas.
Nice.
Yeah, that's where I found it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's delicious. It's Las Vegas Brewing Company.
Cool.
A hazy IPA. Colleen has sent me some spicy crayfish.
Crawfish.
Crawfish? Is that the way they spell it?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I thought it was a W.
Crayfish.
Pringles.
Is this what we're eating?
Yeah, that's what we're eating.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be super hot.
Good morning. How are you?
Well, I was hungry, really, truthfully. They're pretty good.
Okay.
I don't taste crawfish. It just tastes like a hot potato chip.
Or crayfish.
Or crayfish.
Yeah.
I don't taste any of it.
No.
And on here, there's a picture of a little shrimp. I don't taste him either. I don't know, Pringles. I think you struck out on that one.
Wow.
I mean, they're fine. I will never not look at a Pringles can and think of Mitch Hedberg's joke. Where his joke was do you think that Pringles' initial intention was to make tennis balls?
That's funny.
Silly. And we're also going to taste gummy sharks sent to me by Judy in Kansas. So they're gummy bears, but they're sharks. I don't know. Made with fruit juice. They're good till 2025.
Whoa.
Yep. Chesapeake, Virginia. Oh, made in Turkey. They're distributed. So they're like the real one. Huh.
Nice.
A little too sugary.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the juice.
It's what?
It's the juice.
The juice.
The fruit juice.
Yeah. The high fructose. Yeah. Carbs, 23 grams if you eat the bag.
Woo.
Yep. 17 grams of added sugar.
Okay.
They're not bad.
No?
They're just a little much.
Much?
Yeah. Before we get to anything else, the fun stuff. Merch-wise, if you guys want stuff on the website, I now have the mermaid shirt that says somebody saw one once. Those are available.
Nice.
People seem to like that. And then a few more baseball of Baby Cat baseball tees are left. And then that's that on that.
People want those.
Well, they're really cool.
Yeah.
It's my favorite one, I think, except for the one I do not recall I need an attorney. That was my super favorite one. Okay, upcoming shows. Okay, I'm going to overwhelm you, but I'll only do it this one time.
Okay.
Well, I've shortened. So the fall, here's what's happening. Okay, so I released all these dates for 2025. It was a very hard puzzle. Me and my most awesome agent, Heidi, figured it all out. I don't know how I ended up in Minnesota in February, but I know I signed off on that. But, I don't, maybe there won't be a snowstorm.
Pull tabs, baby.
Jesus, yeah, I got to get to a pull tab bar and just sit there and pull tab my life away. If you don't know what a pull tab is, it's sort of like a little mini lottery ticket, but you just pull.
Fun.
You pull a tab open, and then there's things you got to match. And it's very easy. It's not difficult. Anyway, that's a game. I should do a whole thing on gambling. September 6th, Tarrytown. That's this coming weekend. September 7th, Wilmington, Delaware. Then the 13th, Columbus, Ohio. I just did an interview with a very smart man there. September 14th, Lexington, Kentucky. 19th, Oklahoma City. September 21st, Dallas. So I put all the dates up for 2025, and somebody said, I can't believe you're not coming to Dallas. I'm coming in 2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
I will be there. And then somebody also went, no, Texas. I was just in San Antonio. And where else did I go?
A month ago.
Austin. Right. Yeah. Guys, Texas is big.
Yeah.
I can only go in so many places, and it's a year and a half. That's the rotation usually.
Yeah.
September 27th, Foxwood Casino, and then the 28th, New York City Town Hall. So that's September. Now let's jump to 2025.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus, I put September on that. That's not right.
No.
And then we'll move on with the show. January.
What's the name of the tour?
The day drinking tour.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun? Huh?
Great.
The poster's fun.
It's fun.
It all takes a lot of work.
Yep.
Omaha, This is January. Omaha, ooh, it'll be chilly. I'm going to have to wear long underwear. I got to get my long underwear out right now. Even in those old theaters, they don't heat up quick and they don't air condition quick. It's just, can't get them that warm. Warm underwear will be needed for Omaha, Cedar Falls. Going to need it in Iowa. Spokane, Washington, I'm not sure. Then Scottsdale, what? I get to go to Arizona in January. And Huntington, New York.
Yep.
February, Red Bank, New Jersey, Durham. I may have confused those a little bit. Anyway, I'm going. Red Bank, New Jersey, Durham, Fort Lauderdale, Fort Myers, Davenport, Minneapolis, and then Bristol, Tennessee.
Nice.
March, Charlottesville, Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia. I haven't been there in forever. It's a college town. I like it. Washington, D.C., the Warner Theater. That's what we call a marquee show. Oh, fancy. Macon, Georgia. That's a fun downtown. Charleston, South Carolina. Love it. Fort Collins, Colorado Springs, Virginia Beach, Charlotte, North Carolina. That's March. April, New Orleans, Pensacola, Orlando. Look at me going all south in April.
You going to Gatorland?
Yes, I'm going to Gatorland.
Nice.
They have 3 new foxes.
What?
Well, they got, I don't know, they take in the animals that, need to be rehabilitated or they can't live on their own. Napa, California, Wheatland, California, and then Milwaukee, because we're doing what? 2 shows at the PAP to tape a special.
Perfect.
Won't that be exciting?
Yay.
Okay, so there you go. That's everything. And now let's talk about moving on. What the hell is going on? Well, Vegas. I worked at the Venetian, loved it.
Cool.
I love the people. It's sad to see the Mirage dying a slow death. Well, it's closed, but I mean, the volcano's gone. The volcano's gone.
Wow.
No more volcano.
Wow.
Fun times are over.
Like it's gone?
Yeah, it's gone. I don't know where they took it. The sign is gone. It's all gone. The towers are still back there, and they claim they're going to use them. They're going to build a giant guitar. They have them in other places that has like a bazillion hotel rooms. It'll be 60 stories high.
60.
That's going to go where the volcano went.
Oh.
And then, but that's all going to take a hot minute. So I've abandoned the abandoned ship and gone to the Venetian, which is also attached to Palazzo. And then there's a casino in the middle. And it was just, it's so fun over there. And it was triple the fun because LSU fans were everywhere. And if you've never experienced LSU fans, I mean, they were on my plane.
I saw them.
They went on Thursday. The game wasn't until Sunday, and they were like, no, we just want to have a good time. They're all drinking and fun. Nobody's a problem. Just, it seems like Missouri fans, we don't travel in bulk like that. We don't, but we've never been as consistently good as LSU. So, and that's what they got before they got the Saints and all that.
Right.
College football in the South is a bigger thing than most places. They made the whole thing so fun. And the shows were great. The theater's great.
Fun.
It's like a 750-seater.
Cool.
And then I could do 2 nights versus the 1250 over at the Mirage. You would only get 1 night,
Yep.
blah, blah, blah. So wonderful, wonderful. And I got to go to the Sphere. Now, first of all, Lewis Black.
You finally got to see the Sphere.
Yes,
Yeah.
Lewis Black does not know how to describe anything. I mean, all he kept talking about, you got to walk outside to get there. I'm like, yeah, I know, Lou. It can't be that far. It's far when it's 107. It's fucking far. And I'm like, well, okay, whatever. I was prepared to, quote, walk outside. And then so here's how I would describe it. It's like a giant, if you were going to go to an arena, a circular concourse. They're selling beer and soda and everything you want. And then you go into what I would describe as the world's biggest jacked up IMAX.
Cool.
Now, it's a movie. It's a 40-minute movie called Planet Earth. Personally, I would have preferred March of the Penguins.
Postcards from Earth.
Our postcards from Earth.
And a crayfish.
And a crayfish. And, this is starting out good. This whole podcast is starting out really good. I would have preferred March of the Penguins. Okay. But there are things in it.
Specifically.
Yes, I love that one. And did you see a giant penguin? Because it is enormous in there. I can totally see why my little friend Dorf wants to go see the Grateful Dead. And Fish, that band, those youngsters work so hard on their graphics. Like, I could see how it would be just an experience you can't even describe. The movie is about that we're destroying Earth and then we're going to have to leave and let it be for a while, and then it'll be better.
All of us?
Yeah, we all got to go.
We all have to leave.
Yeah, and then they show these little spaceships taking people out, but I'm like, I don't know, it looks like it seats 6. There's 1 billion Chinese people. How long is this going to take, this evacuation? Jesus. And then I'm like, it's not lost on me that I just felt terrible that we're destroying Earth, and I bought a soda, and it's in a giant plastic sphere thing that, look, the bottom lights up. That's what got me. Yeah, would you like the souvenir glass? No. Well, it lights up. Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean no. Yeah. But it's plastic. I mean, it's hard plastic, but it's plastic. I don't know. The movie could have been a little more uplifting. Okay. But there are times in it where your seat is shaking and the thing is moving. It's not cheap for the movie, but I think it's worth it. Yes.
Cool.
I think, because you'll see things in there that you've never experienced. Mm-hmm. Well, I haven't. Yeah. And I've been at all the IMAXs. I love IMAXs, and I love most of the things they cover in IMAXs. So.
What's the robots and stuff you're talking about?
Well, there's these robots out front that talk and answer questions. And Lewis goes, well, yeah, but I mean, how do I know that's not just a kid behind that wall? I said, really, Lou? Do you think they spent $2.3 billion to do a vaudeville trick? I mean, for Christ's sake, this isn't Coney Island in the 1920s. It's actually doing that.
Right.
But it was cool. It's interesting. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there that is kind of super, super AI, advanced, freaky.
Cool.
I would do it. Just know that the movie is a little sad. Well, it just...
Don't give away the ending. I mean...
Well, I'm not going to give away the ending, but one human being, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about all this. Now, my friend Amy Aquino, star of Bosch on Amazon, Amy would tell me to quit using plastic, all this stuff. I get it, but...
She's going to call you when she sees that.
I know she's going to get real mad about this, and I'm never going to stop drinking. I can't wait for her and Drew to come here, and I'm just going to say it like...
Watch me make it purple.
You just feel like there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
You know? And I do think the plan would work, because during COVID, when the earth took over, I met every animal that lives in Tennessee. They just started plowing out of those woods. I think they thought, great, they're gone. Right. Fuck yeah. There's a family of foxes. There's 18 possums. There's skunks. It was insane, this shit that walked out of the woods that had never done it before.
No.
So, and my research assistants, Bob and Clark, came, and my flight attendant friend, Laura, came to the show, and Bronson, a friend of mine, too. It was a lot of fun, and Carla Ray, if you know her, she opened for me. She's on the radio in Vegas all the time, and a comedian as well, not one of those DJs who then became a comedian. She was a comedian and then became a DJ. So you get more street cred that way within our community, a little more street cred that way.
Cool.
And it was really kind of too hot to go to the pool for me. Yeah. Jesus. No. And the golf course, I could see it from the room, but there weren't even that many golfers. It was so hot. I know. You think it's fine. Yeah. Like I walked out at, 10 in the morning, and I'm like, oh, it's not so bad, Yeah. But I was in the shade. And the minute you walk into the sun, you're like, ha, 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 ha. And those Louisiana people, and me too, we like humidity.
Yep.
That heat, dry desert heat, to me feels like you're in a microwave, but I'm not sweating. I should be sweating.
Yeah.
The sweating makes me feel like it's coming out.
Right.
The non-sweating, I know there's people that hate the humidity, but I love it. I mean, I actually look forward to it. A hot summer night, nothing better. And it's already fall in Tennessee. I don't know what happened. Yeah. I leave for 1 week. I go to 107. I come back. It's 78, and I need a long sleeve T-shirt in the morning. What the fuck? There's no sliding anymore in seasons. I feel like there's no simple. It's just boom.
From the sphere.
I know what the sphere is trying to tell me, but if they would have given me instructions, marching orders, then I'd be like, okay, well, here's some things I can do.
Yep.
But I'm not going to do them if the Chinese aren't.
Oh.
What about the India? All of India?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
what's the point?
Canada's doing it.
Canada, you guys are always doing the thing.
We care about polar bears.
You should care about polar bears. They're a tourist attraction for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that was Vegas. Fun. Great weekend.
Cool.
Thanks to all the people at the Venetian that were so nice. The staff was great. Crew was great. I don't know if anybody. That was about it. Yeah, just a really well-run weekend.
A little bit of sushi.
A lot of sushi because it's the only place open afterwards. Like Vegas has got to get on track. This is all of Vegas, not just Venetian. People go to shows and they get out, and it might be 11 o'clock at night, and they want to go get something to eat.
Yep.
But the sushi place, Sushi Samba sushi, I forget which one. It was so good.
Yeah.
It's either called Samba sushi or sushi samba.
Sushi samba.
Sushi Samba. It was great. And fun, and nobody seemed mad that you were there late. Like I waited tables. I don't want to be that last table in there.
Yeah.
No. So anyway, moving on to Queen and King news, ladies and gentlemen. Now I have put Chappell Roan in.
Nice.
Isn't she something?
Yay, welcome.
She's for the children.
Yeah.
Are the children out there? It's a rotating court. No one's been tossed out. Tanya's over on the sidelines right now because she's just enjoying summer and doing her thing. But we're going to rotate people as their news gets hot and bothered. And Tommy, look how cute he is.
He's so cute.
Tommy's going to be an NFL announcer.
Yep.
NFL starts this week.
Fox.
This is stupid talk. If you don't like sports, fast forward 2 minutes. So any kind of gambling online or whatever, football pools, all that shit, somebody has to be the commissioner.
Yep.
And it's the most thankless job in the whole world.
Yep.
And like the one that I set up, you know, Lewis was complaining, well, my auto draft, they picked a guy that's on injured reserve. I said, well, then you should have done it yourself.
Right.
And then somebody said, well, why did my nephew get first? The computer did it. If I was going to cheat, don't you think I'd cheat for fucking me? I mean, you guys, the computer is... Anyway, you catch a lot of shit. It's a thankless job.
Yep.
Well, my brother, I won't say which one, because he could get in trouble. He is running a pick'em pool. A pick'em pool means all you got to do is pick a winner.
Yep.
You don't care about spreads. You don't care about points. You don't care about anything. Pick a winner. Well, everybody's been hounding his ass because it starts this Thursday. Where's the thing?
Yep.
Well, he put the thing up. And I went in, and on the bottom one, you couldn't click on the Monday night game. Monday night is our tiebreaker, and the score of the Monday night game is the super tiebreaker. So I called, and I didn't even say hello. And he goes, I know. You can't pick the Monday game. God damn it. Because when I went in to do it, it's CBS Sports. It's all legal. It's not, I was like, oh, they changed the whole format. I hate change. Any kind of change, I'm not interested, but they just do it.
Yep.
Well, they changed the way he set it up. And once you've set it up, if anybody goes in and makes their picks, it's locked now.
Oh.
So now he can't fix it until this week. And then he sent out an email saying, we'll just use the Monday night game tiebreaker. I go, no, you don't. Well, I shouldn't have said his name. We'll have to edit that out.
That's okay.
Yeah, he could get in trouble. But it's not for money. Well,
Right.
it's CBS Sports. It's just for fun.
Family fun. All gambling is for fun.
I'm so excited for football. I can't stand it. But anyway, that's for all you sports fans out there. And we have a little U.S. Open talk in a little while, too. The tennis. But first of all, Queen Dolly went to Missouri and Kentucky.
Yay!
She was, it's all about her imagination library.
Cool.
And Missouri's got signs up now. Kentucky. This was all because of her dad, because he couldn't read. Robert Lee Parton, he died in 2000s. She was at the Folly Theater in Kansas City, Missouri, which is great. And then Kentucky, she got their highest award. It's a crazy. Google Kentucky's highest award.
The Order of Kentucky.
It's the order or something, yeah. But I don't think I printed it out in this article. It kind of made me laugh, though. So that's what she did last week.
If you Google Kentucky's highest, they start putting in football shit.
Kentucky's highest, it is football things, right? Well, come on, Kentucky, let's get with it.
Highest Powerball, highest.
Honor.
She's named a Kentucky Colonel.
She's named a Kentucky Colonel. That's right, because I thought of Kentucky Fried Chicken and the Colonel.
Yeah, the Colonel Award.
The Colonel Award.
That's bizarre.
Well, good for her. Let's get Kentucky reading, huh? How about we turn off our video game and read?
Let's get y'all literate.
Let's get y'all moving and rolling.
Come on.
Jelly Roll news. This is so fun. He gave kids at a lemonade stand in Utah, $700. Can you imagine? I'm sure the kids didn't even know who he was.
No. They made it give him.
Yeah, some kid. This is in Utah, somewhere outside of Salt Lake. They got a special surprise. These kids. He made a generous donation to a group of children running a lemonade stand in West Valley City, Utah. Hold on.
That's great.
Wendy Garduno, one of the kids' moms, revealed Jelly, whose real name is Jason DeFord, had stopped by. In a Facebook post, she said this happened, sharing multiple snaps of the country crooner posing with the children, as well as posting a snap of the money he'd been given him. So today was an interesting day. My kid and her cousins wanted to do a lemonade stand. They had a famous singer come by and give them $700. That's fascinating. That's really awesome. Those kids are probably, I'm sure they never counted on making $700. No. Like, what?
Right.
Queen Tay-Tay, where's she at?
Behind you.
The tall one's going in the back. I don't know what's going on here. Well, she did not attend Brittany Mahomes' birthday party, but it was a small gathering of people, so maybe it wasn't supposed to be a party. But Brittany has been tweeting a lot about
stuff.
Donald Trump, Trumposaurus. Yeah, she likes him a lot. Yeah. And I think Tay-Tay has made her feelings known on that subject. And now that doesn't mean you can't get along. No. I have all kinds of Trumpy friends that I play golf with and debate and have fun with. And I'm not necessarily all on the other side either. I don't like the narcissism. That's all. Yeah, I don't know. If you've ever been around one, they just tire you out. But
I'd like to vote for Jimmy Carter again.
I want to vote for Jimmy Carter. I don't know why. I'll take Gerald Ford. He was fine. He's a quiet man. I'll take the old George Bush or the younger one. He's still alive. He's fine. He's fine. I always thought Mitt Romney would be fine.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean,
so boring.
I don't want the president to be a goddamn clown. I want him to be boring. Just you go do you. Be boring. I don't give a shit. Just do whatever you're supposed to do. I just thought Mitt was a good human.
Yeah.
A good politician.
Straight.
Well, yeah, he says, I used to do jokes about him in my act, but because he never had a drink or a drug or a cigarette. And I'm like, I thought about my family. The only people we know that can say that honestly are babies. Like, and even the babies have tasted Budweiser.
Of course you have to.
You give them a little taste when they're like 3, just a tiny taste. Like,
Welcome to the tribe.
yeah, I knew I liked it the minute I was allowed. Anyway, so I don't know how that's all gonna go down. But Tay-Tay now, this is where somebody, football, who's all in the box in Kansas City? Maybe Tay-Tay could bring a bunch of friends and then get another box.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Tay-Tay, however, has started drawing up plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay.
What?
This is where it's got to stop, Tay-Tay. You can't announce you're doing that. You can try and do it, but you can't. Then people are going to be like, the wife's, well, she's not the wife. The girlfriend's too involved.
Right.
She's really interested in football. This is what Mahomes said about her. She started drawing up plays. We might have to put one in.
Wow.
Yeah. I think that's her Spectrum-y side, which I did see in the show.
You did?
Yeah, there's some Spectrum shit, but it's wonderful. That's why she can write these songs like this, and then she just yells at her phone, and it's a hit immediately. It's amazing. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna go down there, but we'll keep an eye on all that.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of she's got time off, right?
Yeah.
Is that tour done?
Oh God, no.
Oh, she
No.
well.
I meant to talk to you about that.
Bad me. I can't sit through it again.
What? Come on.
All I kept saying is, what era are we in and how many eras are there?
And I'm like, be quiet.
I mean, it's fine. But I'm kind of with, who was it? Billie Eilish, who said 2 hours is plenty.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Oh! She's going to... It's like October.
Sometime in October, she continues on this tour.
Yeah, hang on. I'll tell you. This is very important. U.S. Canada's on here. Yay.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
Wait till Tay-Tay sees all the paperwork from her accountant.
October 18th in Miami.
October 18th in Miami, that's the last one. How many shows?
No, it's not the last one.
Oh, Well, when does this end?
3 in Miami.
When does this lady get to go home?
She's never going home. Indianapolis is November 3rd.
Well, how's she going to attend all these games?
She's gonna have to fly in, fly out. She got a jet.
I know she has. Well, duh. I know she has a jet. She's probably got 20 jets.
Yeah. Fleet.
Mm-hmm.
Fleet of jets.
She's one of the people I would allow.
A plastic cup.
She can fly the jet and waste the gas and fuck up the environment because she's bringing happiness and money to everyone.
Exactly.
So if you can say you're doing that, I don't think the CEO from Starbucks can say that.
No.
I think you need to go to John Wayne Airport in Orange County, California, where your house is, and get on the 2-hour, 40-minute flight to Seattle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I can do it every week, you can do it, Mr. Starbuck. Whatever his name is. Chappell Roan,
Welcome.
the Midwest princess, the queen of Missouri, my state. She is something else.
She's got a lot going on.
She's a lot coming at you.
Yeah.
Well, she canceled some European shows at the very last minute, and she's being labeled as passive aggressive. Well, this lady is not, Southern Missouri is not going to put up with your shit. You cannot talk to them like that. They'll come right back at you. Yeah, fuck you. Well, she did. She canceled Paris and Amsterdam and also a rescheduled third in Berlin. Now, here's the rumor that she did it to do the VMAs.
Well, that's important.
You can't do that. As someone who has had a career of 35 years, there have been times where I have committed to something and I got a way better offer. And unless that person was very open to the idea of it and we already had another date to reschedule that date, then maybe.
Yeah.
But 99% of the time I said I can't. I already got something going on and people are going to, people bought tickets and this and that. These people, I mean, these kids are flying around the globe and hotels and Airbnbs. And you can do the VMAs next year. As her manager, I would say we shouldn't do that.
Well,
but
do you want to go to Berlin? No.
Well, I'm not going. I mean, I'd go if she was right here, but I also have to have good parking or I'm not going. Or there has to be a very clear Uber drop-off.
It's all about parking.
But what I do like about the children is that she knows you'll come back.
She will. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks. It's disappointing if you already bought tickets and travel plans and all that. But you'll come back.
You will.
The kids know.
Yep.
A lot of them had booked non-refundable hotel rooms. Well, you can't do that.
No.
That's a lesson for the other children.
They're always non-refundable. Even Tay-Tays.
Really?
Yep.
I won't read I will not read the comments because they're really mean.
That's awful.
But then a lot of them go, I will never come see you. Yeah, they will.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, you will.
Mm-hmm.
I would. Yeah. Stevie Nicks could do terrible things, and I'd still go. Terrible things.
She knows it. I get laid.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. So maybe if she's on the VMAs, I want to see it. I'm rooting for her.
Yeah, great.
Have to. Hometown. Well, not my hometown, but my home state.
Home area.
I like that she calls herself the Midwest Princess. Yep. I'm sure there's people like Florence and the Machine going, where would that be? Missouri. They never can say Missouri. Yep.
Missouri.
Update. Well, that's all my king and queen news. Okay. Tom's going to be an announcer. I already said that, though. Stevie, quiet. She's off. Snoop's quiet. He's probably tired for the Olympics.
Yeah.
Tay-Tay and Jelly and Dolly. Update.
We're having a rough time today.
This is going well so far.
Yeah.
Update. For the first time in nearly 10 years, a landmark on the Las Vegas Strip is slated to go out in an ultimate blaze of glory. The Tropicana is scheduled to be imploded October 9th at 2:30 in the morning.
Ooh.
Yes, my friend Carla has friends who got a suite across the street where you can watch it. And she said, well, I might go. I'm like, you have to go.
You have to go.
Yeah. I worked at the Tropicana for probably at least 6 years. Comedy Stop at the Trop was on the second floor of the Tropicana, and the Tropicana was still doing good back then.
Cool.
They had a whole... This is how crazy Lewis is. When we would play video poker, he thought if we were in the Maine casino that they were watching us.
What?
Yes. So one day I can't find him, and there was this big giant hallway full of macaws, those birds, because it's the Tropicana, get it? And they were on perches and all this. They were alive. I mean, it was really crazy. But there were video poker machines sparsed out in between the birds. And I found him at one. And I go, Lou, this isn't really the casino. It's not really that fun over here. Right. And he goes, yeah, but Kathleen, this is where they can't see us.
What is he talking about?
I don't. He thinks at the time that there are as an eye in the sky, but they're live people. And they're watching us, and then they decide when we can win or lose, and they control the machine from a tower. You talk about paranoid freak.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, I had a lot of fun at the Tropicana. Sad to see it go, but it was definitely time.
The ceiling, we talked about
the ceiling, they saved it. It's in storage. I don't know where it's going to end up. The ceiling was phenomenal. If you Google a picture of it, you're like, holy shit. The Tropicana, one of the oldest and most storied hotels on the Strip, closed in April to make way for the Oakland A's stadium, the proposed stadium. The implosion will demolish a 22-story reinforced concrete Tropicana Club Tower and the 22-story structural steel Tropicana. Set for 2:30 in the morning. They usually take place in the middle of the night to minimize the impact on roads and people. Trop opened in 1957.
Cool.
Has a long history of mob connections. Once known as the Tiffany of the Strip, the hotel fell into disrepair in recent years as the ownership group, Bally's Corp., decided its real estate was more valuable. That's another thing. They just let it go because they knew somebody's going to buy this shit.
Right.
And then it just kept going. Like, I knew it was really bad when I went in there to go see my friend Rob. The escalators were turned off.
Oh.
I'm like, oh shit.
No.
Yeah. So they just kind of let it slide. The last one to be imploded was the Riviera. That was in 2016. Oh, they have fireworks, snacks. It's just a big giant party.
Cool. The pool's great.
Another recent demolition occurred at the New Frontier in November of 2007. The Frontier opened in 1942, and though it lacked the bells and whistles of the more famous resorts, it was the site of both Elvis Presley and Liberace's Las Vegas debuts. Woo! The property is owned by Wynn, which is... So there you go. If you want to go see the Trop be imploded, I've seen an implosion. It's worth it.
Cool.
It is, yeah, forget Formula One.
What did you see?
I saw the 2016 one, whichever that one was. The Riviera.
Oh.
Yeah, because we all used to work there, too.
Cool.
Yeah, there was a comedy club inside there. Well, I didn't work it, but my friends did, so I would go down. When I got off work, I would go down to and then drink down there. Yeah.
Fun.
Update! We have a trader update. The very first rioter to enter the Capitol on January 6th is sentenced to over 4 years in prison.
Rider number 1.
Kentucky man.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Not
A
a
police
colonel.
officer who tried to subdue Michael Sparks with pepper spray described him as a catalyst for the entire insurrection. Well, I don't think he's the only guy. Come on. I was watching it live on TV. It wasn't just Michael got in and went, "We're in!" And then, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he should have done it, but, you know. He said, "I'm remorseful that what transpired that day didn't help anybody. I'm remorseful of the state that our country is in."
Okay.
Okay. So you're not really sorry.
No.
The judge, Tim Kelly, told him there's nothing patriotic about his prominent role, in which was a national disgrace. I don't think you appreciate the full gravity of what happened that day, and quite frankly, the seriousness of what you did. Oh, pew. He's 47 years old.
Okay.
So 4 years. He won't do 4, probably do 3.
2.
You'll only be 50. You're fine. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a trader update. There's still, there you go. That's what's happening. Update. You're going to hate this. Anna Delvey's going to join Dancing with the Stars.
No!
Yes.
Oh.
That has been on for 33 seasons.
Oh my, what?
That's what it says for season 33. Is that true?
Oh, God.
Season 33.
How can she do that?
How can that be possible?
How can she do that?
This show hasn't been on.
She has a bracelet. And I go, aren't there 2 seasons a year, though?
What?
Aren't there 2 seasons?
2 seasons a year? I don't know. I've never watched it because I can't tell who's the star and who's the dancer. They're out of people.
So
Now we're just taking criminals? Like, fuck, why don't you get the rioter guy, too? I mean, if we're just taking felons,
Only the shaman.
convicted, why, right, go get the shaman guy. Convicted felons only. That's what they should call the show. Dancing with convicted felons. Jesus Christ. Oh.
2005 it started.
2005? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Well, that's not 33.
Seasons, not years.
Oh. Yeah, well, she's doing it. I mean, you know, I don't watch it anyway, so how do you determine to like that show? How do you feel about that? I think my friend Bill Engvall was on it.
Yeah.
Was he?
Aaron Andrews was.
Aaron Andrews was. Well, she's legitimate.
Yeah.
Bill's legitimate.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people past their crimes though. They get. Where's Paula Dean? Huh?
I'd pay to see that.
Mm-hmm. They asked Lewis to do it, and I said, I know. I said, tell him. The only person that's a worse dancer than Lou is me. And I said, tell him we want to come on as a couple and we're going to represent the comedians. And he goes, there was a pause on the phone. He goes, you're not serious. I go, no, I'm not serious, Lewis. I'm not going to go in Dancing with the Stars. I danced so bad that at my one brother's wedding, they thought I was doing Elaine from Seinfeld.
No.
Yeah. They're like, that was really funny. I'm like, what? They're like, you're Elaine. I don't even, no. Yeah, it's just not something. And then people go, why don't you dance? Because I don't do it well. Not that I have to be great at something,
right.
But I'm not even adequate. I mean, no. Update! As we have talked about, the world's richest lady, Francoise Bettencourt Myers, who is the L'Oreal heiress, is no longer the richest woman in the world.
Really?
No, she has been dethroned by Arkansas's Alice Walton.
Oh my God.
Who is a Walmart. She lived in Texas for a long time. It made me laugh because she got a DUI buzzing around Fort Worth somewhere. And I'm like, can you imagine, like, you arrested Alice Walton?
Right.
It was a long time ago. And she's moved back to art, and she does a wonderful thing. There's a wonderful art thing. She actually does wonderful things with her money.
So Arkansas has dethroned Paris.
Arkansas has dethroned Paris. Here's your Champs-Élysées. I'm going to give you Little Rock.
Catfish. Fuck you.
Some copperheads. And what's the town? It's by Fayetteville, Arkansas. Bentonville. Because my cousin Joey went to college in Fayetteville. And what a fun little town. I had a show down there. I'd never been. Cool. I've been to Little Rock. There used to be a club. I've been there a million times. Arkansas is underrated. It's beautiful. They just didn't have any industry, so they didn't build up like a lot of jobs like an old school city, Chicago.
Problems.
There might be some education issues down there. I don't know. Yeah. Well,
They're working on it.
Dolly needs to spend a little more time down there. So Francoise, she had $100 billion. Mm-hmm. Wow. She held hers has tumbled to $89 billion since the start of 2024. Now remember, Alice has got to split her money though with the other children.
No.
I mean, they're all old, but yeah, Google's how many kids did Sam Walton have?
They probably have their own monies.
Well, her wealth has leapt to $95 billion.
He had 4.
So she's got to split it 4 ways.
Huh? Well, no, that's just her portion.
Right.
Maybe Sam. John,
No, I mean that's her portion. Right.
Maybe Sam, John, and Jimmy were fuck ups.
Sam, John, and Jimmy were fuck ups. Guess what you're getting at Thanksgiving? Nothing. Here's some mashed potatoes. You want some money? Ask Alice. We gave it all to Alice. Alice, which one of these losers you want to? We don't know. I don't know that they're losers. I don't know anything about them. Yeah.
It's fun though.
Walmart, Arkansas, kicking some ass and taking names.
Nice.
She's 71. She moved back to Arkansas from Texas. There you go. Nobody knows anything about Francoise's life outside of L'Oreal. We don't know what she does or where she goes. She has 2 sons that sit on the seat of the UPDATES. So, congratulations, Alice. Walton is a philanthropist and the 18th wealthiest person in the world today. Number 1 woman. She runs one of the 2 of the family holding companies, Walton Enterprise, which runs Walmart, from which much of her fortune derives. I think she has degrees in finance and stuff. She's very smart.
There's only 3 kids alive.
There's only 3 alive? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Rob, Jimmy, and Alice.
Rob, Jimmy, and so Sam Jr.'s dead.
Yeah.
Well, the namesake.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Update.
They own the Broncos. Remember?
The wall. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, they married there's crisscrossing. The Waltons married my least favorite person, Stan Kroenke, and they've mixed up money. They own everything. They own like football, soccer teams in Europe, and
It's a martini shaker of wealth.
it is. Pass me a martini of wealth, would you? Thank you. This is crazy. Okay. So update, my guy that I think does wonderful things, Mattress Mac, he
So cute.
he put a video up on Instagram of him in the hospital. He said he was having some cognitive issues. He's so like blatantly honest. I wonder.
He put his cell number on there.
Well, I'll tell you about that. He said, I drove to work for the first time in 43 years and I missed the exit. That should have told me something was wrong. And then he got to work and he didn't know what day it was.
Oh.
So there was like a mobile stroke ambulance deal.
Wow.
That's what he said. I never heard of that, but a mobile stroke unit came to check him out and take him to St. Luke. He's at St. Luke's in Houston and loving it, loves everyone there, making videos. What would really make him happy, though, this was over the weekend, if you get down to the gallery furniture and get yourself a mattress, because that's what he likes about meeting people, giving you deals. And then he's like, then the next video, he's like, I'm still here. They're doing a bunch of tests. I'd like to thank everybody. My cell phone is, and he gave it out, and I thought, I wonder if it works. Well, I texted him. He texted right back.
No way.
Yes.
Great.
I said, hey, hope you get better and get out of there soon. Need you back at the furniture deal. And he thanks very much. But you can tell it's not a standard response because it's spelled like you would abbreviate. And like maybe an old person did that.
Yeah.
So I think he might, I don't know. Who gives out their cell phone? Yeah, here it is. 281-844-1963.
Yeah, put in the notes.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves the messages. So, I hope that works out for him.
That's cool.
Update! This is from my research assistant, Jan Arden,
What?
famous Canadian singer.
Stop it. Oh, that's fun.
She writes the songs, the intro songs for my specials, because we're friends. Then she won't take any money for them. So then I just send boxes of things from Nashville or weird shit I find on the road. Say,
nice.
This is your payment. Thank you. An Australian scientist claims to have solved the missing mystery of Malaysian Flight 370,
Yay!
which was a big topic of my special Bothering Jesus. You can hear all my thoughts on that if you'd like to go watch that. It's on Netflix. The disappearance of the plane.
Put in the notes.
This is what the guy. Here's my problem with all these things, though. I'm very happy that maybe, but these guys come up and tell you guys, here's where it is, but nobody's going to pay to go look.
Right.
This guy's not an idiot. He's a Tasmanian scientist.
Oh.
Yeah. He has pinpointed the location of the plane based on the longitude. Did I say that right? Longitude
Yeah, thank you.
of the Penang Airport, Penang, intersecting with a flight path from the pilot in command's home simulator. So he went back and looked at that guy's thing, which I think we all should have done. Because, this track has been previously dismissed by the FBI as irrelevant. The proposed site is characterized by a rugged and challenging underwater landscape. The location needs to be verified as a high priority. Whether it will be or not, nobody seems to know. But this guy, hold on, there's a little bit more in this other article. I like that he's a Tasmanian scientist. His name is Vincent Leon. He claims to know the location. He said damage to the plane's wings flap and flaperon suggested it was involved in a controlled ditching similar to that of Captain Sully on the Hudson River. He said this justifies beyond doubt that MH370 had fuel and running engines when it underwent a masterful controlled ditching and not a high-speed fuel-starved crash. He claims the place is in those places I said. He added that it's a hiding place, he's saying. That's why nobody, but he's saying we need to go look there. Right. That it could have like snuck in this cave type thing. Right. If he ditched it right. But here's the thing. Like, he's smart as shit, but is anybody going to go?
No.
He did a whole research paper on it. It's very technical.
Call Elon.
Call Elon, right.
Give him money.
Somebody with money.
Yeah.
they got to do that. Update. A lot of updates this week.
Nice.
So, did you like the tennis? Do you watch the U.S. Open?
No.
You don't care.
No, I care. No.
I like tennis.
I know.
I mean, I'm not going to sit there and watch matches where people I don't know them.
Uh-huh.
Like, my friend Lorene will watch all of them.
Yeah.
Like I would watch football or something.
Who do you like?
Well, I like Coco Gauff, but she lost.
Okay.
And I like the little Italian girl, Polini,
You like the lady?
because she's 5'3". I'm rooting for the shorties.
Shawties.
The shorties.
How about the guys?
Well, I like Alcaraz, but he's already out.
Yeah.
I hate Djokovic. He's out.
Yeah.
People that are left, there's a smoking hot German who has vampire teeth. I can't think of his name right now. I don't know if he's still in. It's on today. I like the billionaire's daughter, Pegula,
Yeah.
because
The Bills.
she's a billionaire. She doesn't have to do this shit. I can't even imagine being that determined when you know, what am I doing? I could just be here as a watch person. I'm just to be a customer. To put all that, good for her though. You know, they're her.
Did you just say a watch person?
Yeah, I'm a customer.
Audience.
Yeah, maybe I'm having cognitive issues. I'm gonna call Mac and ask him what they found out. What kind of test check? Her dad owns the Bills, and I believe they own the Sabres.
Yes.
Yeah, they own Buffalo. Put it that way. Yeah.
Fun place to own.
Coco Gauff's semifinal was brought to a halt because of end fossil fuel protesters.
Oh. You know,
Guys,
stop it.
guys,
Yeah.
all you're doing is pissing people off.
Go to the Sphere.
Go to the Sphere and you can applaud and yay and but then they're gonna get mad when they come out and see they're selling this.
They might take
Let's
one.
change the color. Why not?
I like purple.
Yeah, it goes purple, white, oh, red. Oh, whoa, 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 with the blinking, all the colors. Yeah, they stood up and started chanting, and you know, you stop the match, and like the general admission seats there at the US Open, those people wait for hours and to get in those seats.
Yeah.
And they just want to have a good time.
That's what you mean.
Well, you're not helping yourself by just pissing people off.
Right.
There's nothing any of us individually can do.
Nope.
So you're not gonna, it's not like,
We have to do it as a conglomerate.
we do have to do it as a conglomerate, but we also have to get China on board and India on board and Russia.
Yep.
All right. It just is another, we go through this every time there's one of these. I just think you have a better way to attract more people to your cause through humor than you do pissing me off. If I stood in that line was hours long to get a general admission seat. And then you get in there and there's some jackstraw yelling about shit that has nothing to do with tennis.
No.
And speaking of recycling, at Wimbledon, I think this is here you go, fossil fuel people.
Yes.
Wimbledon has like 50,000 extra tennis balls after the whole 2-week deal is over. They cut a hole in them and they put them in the fields for the mice to have a house in the winter.
That's nice.
Isn't it the nicest thing you've ever heard of?
Yes.
Yeah. And speaking of the U.S. news, well, wait. Oh, wait, I'll do this, and then we have to talk about what we're watching.
Okay.
And then I'll get to news. There's a cocktail. It's called the $10 million cocktail everyone's drinking at the U.S. Open.
Oh,
Yes.
I like a cocktail.
A single cocktail will surpass $10 million in sales.
What?
Everybody wants it. Yeah, it doesn't cost $10 million.
No, I know.
No. It's a mix of vodka, lemonade, and raspberry liqueur.
Delicious.
Kind of sounds like a, what's that one I had at that golf?
A French martini.
No, the one at the golf tournament that had purple and vodka. The charity thing I did, a transfusion. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. So not.
It's major success for Grey Goose vodka.
What's it
Wow.
called?
They're not. It's called the Honey Deuce.
The Honey Deuce?
Yeah, I don't like it.
No, it's dumb.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Deuce spelled in the tennis way.
Yeah. The French probably thought of that.
Right.
Oh.
That's why you don't like the U.S. Open, because the French invented it, and their scoring is weird, and it is weird. I don't know why everything is worth 15 points. 1 point is worth 15. Why can't you
Yeah,
just
but
do
then you
one?
get to the end and
Why do you
30
got to
goes to
call it
40.
love and deuce?
Yeah, but
Deuce is
and then
two,
at the end
tied.
It goes 30 to 40, not
30 to
45.
40. Right, they fucked up. They were at 15, and then, I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense.
I just know it from watching it as a kid. I just get it. I know it. Have I ever sat around and thought about it? No.
No, we should.
Well,
It's dumb.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. It is a weird system. It's going to be hard to attract new people too when your scoring is so difficult.
Exactly.
Now, before we get into any news, what are we watching?
I've heard about this.
Oh my God. Chimp crazy.
It's so crazy.
And it's all in my home state. And it's actually right down. It's 3 miles from my one brother's lake house.
Stop it.
Well, where Tanya lives. It's a story about monkey chimps specifically.
Yep.
It's on HBO. I think there's a total of 4 episodes.
There is.
You guys should watch it, and then I'm going to talk about it a lot more next week. So this is a warning because I don't want to blow it for anybody. This is a flare gun that there was a chimp preserve that got a little out of hand in Missouri.
Yep.
PETA got involved. I did feel sorry for the chimps.
Yeah.
Sometimes I agree with PETA wholeheartedly, and other times I think they can be a little extreme for a Libra. Maybe we could find a more middle ground. But in this case, I agreed that it was not good for the chimps. And then there's a whole shit show. They win the court battles, they go get the chimps. And they basically got like 9 out of 10, but Tonka wasn't there. I will tell you that there is a scene of a woman who probably goes to my lake bars. I will be on the lookout now for, it's confusing because the chimp is called Tonka and her name is Tanya. Tanya looks like somebody I would see at many of my Lake of the Ozarks bars and just be fascinated with her eyelashes. Like, how the fuck do you even do that?
One of them's always
There is a scene where Tanya, I'm just going to say, is dragging a 260-pound chimp up the stairs at a Holiday Inn Express. Now, he's been drugged, so you hope he's asleep. But if Tonka wakes up, shit's going to go down. And literally and figuratively. There are so many things. So I made Lewis watch it. And he goes, I cannot believe this is where you're building another home. And I said, I've always had a house there, Lewis. I'm just building a better house.
right.
I know, but I mean, I want to come there, but then I see things like this, and I'm like, there's something wrong with you. I go, it's not all like this, Lou. This is one person. They're not showing you the really nice houses with boats and the big lake. She just found some property down there. She's not on the water. It's out in this, it's a bit of ways from, anyway, whether you care about Missouri or not, doesn't matter. It's a chimp story.
Right.
And Alan Cummings, the actor, gets involved, and there's so this is a warning, because I'm going to blow it out next week on everything. Because by then,
Sunday night,
episode 4, I'll have seen them all.
Yep.
And
We'll put the schnoz.
even if you have to buy the app just for this and then cancel it,
Yeah.
it's worth it.
$9.
Oh, my God.
So good.
I did not know there are 3 types of great apes. Gorillas, chimps. I always thought it was orangutan. I don't know why everybody in the Midwest puts a G on there.
Yeah.
It's orangutan. But doesn't that sound weird?
If you've grown up saying it wrong, yes.
Yeah, if you grew up saying it wrong the right way, how would you say it?
Orangutan.
Orangutan.
Yeah.
Huh.
Don't spell.
Well, here's the deal. Gorillas, super docile, do not hurt humans. Orangutans, same deal. They just like hanging out in the trees. The chimps, problematic.
Yeah, you see those teeth.
Ooh, those teeth. Oh, and then, I followed that Travis one in Connecticut where Travis, because the things they said about that chimp, they were like, oh, he likes the Red Sox and he'll change the channel back if you turn off the Red Sox. He was drinking Merlot. He was on Xanax. You drove the fucking thing crazy.
Yeah.
You made it think it was a human.
Right.
I mean, it knew how to drive.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen his teeth? He can't. They're so cute as babies, though. And Tanya does try. She's not.
Weird relationship.
It's all weird.
Come on.
You have a 260-pound thing in a diaper coming in with a bottle of Merlot. I mean, it's all weird. It's weird. But I'm going to tell you guys to watch that. And then we're going to blow it out next week and go through a deep dive. Because I have updates on where Tonka's at. I know where Tanya's at. I know where her safari park is. It's literally 4 miles down the road from my one brother. I'm going. I got to go back and check on stuff anyway and go see my mom. Safari park. I can't wait. I wish I could cancel shows for this.
She operates a safari park?
Yes, she has a safari park. Llamas and goats, and I don't know what else is in there, but I know she has to go to Orscheln, like the store, to get feed. And she sells exotic animals online. That's how she makes money.
How does that work?
I don't know. She drives them,
A tiger?
a lot of monkeys and shit, and then she
marketplace.
drives them to wherever. And there's so much to wrap your head around. Anyway, the other thing that I would recommend, I saw this when it was on AMC. It's called The Terror, and it's on Netflix now. And it's about a ship that was like up by Newfoundland, and they got stuck on ice. 2 ships, I think, if I want to watch it again. And what happened to them, and it is terrifying.
We'll put it in the show.
I'll put it in the notes. So that would be my other. Make sure you watch that.
Okay.
All right. Holy shit, they found it. This is great. A collection of signed Salvador Dali prints that spent 50 years gathering dust in a garage are set to fetch thousands at auction after being found during a clear out.
Oh, clear out.
Can you imagine? You pick it up and it says, the 10 forgotten lithographs by renowned Spanish surrealists were found in the garage housed in Berkeley Square, Mayfair, London. They were bought for €500 from an art gallery closing down in the 1970s and now could fetch $5,000 apiece when they go under the hammer next month. The seller was having a clear out while preparing to move abroad when he discovered the treasure trove of artwork recently. It also includes 5 lithographs by French painter, somebody we don't know. That's crazy. During the visit, I was invited to assess some antiques at a client's home. During the visit, the vendor took me to his garage, and lo and behold, out came this treasure trove of lithographs. Wow. Now they said all 15 of them. I thought it was 10. They'd been forgotten for 50 years. It was quite surreal. You never know what you're going to uncover on a routine home visit. So
That's crazy.
that's very awesome.
Yeah.
Also, holy shit, they found it. We have 2 good ones. Okay. A painting recently found in the attic home of a home in Camden, just set for a record price. This guy found a Rembrandt.
What? Hey, that's pretty.
Yeah. This appraiser and auctioneer, Kaja Velu, found a 17th century portrait of a young girl by Rembrandt during a routine house call. On house calls, we often go in blind, not knowing what we'll find. The home was filled with wonderful pieces, but it was in the attic among stacks of art that we found this remarkable portrait.
That's
The portrait of it shows a teenage girl, and she looks like 50. They say she's a teenager, but she has those weird ruffles on, and God, it hurts my glasses. They're expecting it.
Your glasses.
My glasses.
Your glasses.
A private collector from Europe paid $1,410,000.
Wow.
It's recorded to be one of the most expensive pieces of art ever sold at an auction in Maine.
Whoa.
Boom. Get up in your attics, folks. I don't put anything in attics. It freaks me out.
Do you have an attic?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a couple things up there, but I don't know.
It's above us right
The
now.
temperature gets too hot. Everything's going to get weird. I put
candles in an attic once. It didn't go well.
candles in an attic. Doing.
Forgot about it.
Here's some news for you music fans. We're moving on to news.
Okay.
I really, when they announced this last week, Oasis is getting back together. There's a documentary. Will you Google documentary about Oasis?
Yeah,
That is something you should watch, even if you don't care about their music, even if you don't care about them per se. These 2 brothers fight. Liam and Noel Gallagher fight like people I've never seen fight.
It's called Supersonic.
Supersonic.
It's on Max.
It's on Max. I watched it on a plane.
Yep.
I want to watch it again.
It's great.
Well, they've had a 15-year feud, and they write mean things to each other on Twitter. It's very volatile.
It's like they don't know people can see that.
I know. I think they think they're texting. They're my age, so they probably do. Fuck you, man. You are no talent piece of shit. I mean, oh my God. Well, they're getting back together, and the tickets went on sale, and it broke their website. I'm like, oh.
It's all over again.
But it broke their website. It broke everything. It's a mess. I don't know if they'll get it. But when I heard it, I was like, what did they sing in the Be My Wonder Wall? A song I did not like. And then I couldn't get out of my head for
Oh, it's great.
Said Maybe. Is that them? If it says me.
You can sing it drunk at a bar. That's why people.
I think they're more of a Euro thing.
No, they're not.
Really?
No.
Well, they're only touring in Europe so
They're
far.
more of a 90s thing. You were a little ahead.
A 90s thing? Well, I like Green Day's fine.
It's the
Same kind of sound. Yeah.
You like Billy Joel.
Closing time. You forget about it, but you can't stay. I like that song.
I didn't know you would ever know that song.
I love that song. I can play it on my guitar. Pickleball. Pickleball, we're moving on.
Oasis broke the internet.
Oasis broke the internet. Whatever, you all Europeans sort that out. That is not an American problem just yet. We have our own problems breaking concerts, breaking our websites. I would go if they'd promised to fight during the concert. If, at some point, I want one to hit the other one with the guitar.
Totally
Then I would go.
They could totally have it.
Tickets, though, seriously, on resale sites were going up for $8,000.
Yeah, but they said
They're gonna.
The promoter said they're gonna cancel them. Right.
The promoter said they're gonna fix that. Too late. The tickets are out there.
No, they're gonna cancel the. Like if they see them on StubHub, they're gonna cancel it.
Well, I'd like to see how that's gonna roll because they're not stopping it with anybody else.
Nope.
No. Somebody, Maggie Rogers, who's a youngster who I like a lot, she made you come to the theater and get a real ticket.
She's old school.
She's a very old soul, very, very old school. But then she went too and walked up and down the line and thanked people.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
Very good kid.
Wonderful.
Cape Cod. Cape Cod.
What are we doing now?
Well,
Updates?
my favorite new sport, pickleball. It's in a lot of trouble. It's pissing a lot of people off, and I do understand it.
I don't think it sounds that loud.
Okay, here's how I feel about the sound. Picture,
watched
you
it.
guys, a harder version of a wiffle ball, and it hits a hard paddle.
Okay.
If you lived by it.
It's called a dink.
A dink. There was a guy on 60 Minutes, or one of those, that was a very normal man. Nothing weird about the guy. Seemed very even-tempered. He goes, I can't do this anymore. They put in his little neighborhood a pickleball court right behind his house. It starts because the old people get up early, so they're out there at 6 a.m., and then young people play till dark. It doesn't stop all day. Then I would become obsessed with it. I know this because I used to be obsessed with this house across the street from mine in LA where they had like 1 million tenants they shouldn't have had, but that also means 1 million cars. So they would take all the good parking spots. And then it becomes like something you're obsessed with.
Right.
Like, I'm going to go move my car just so he can't, like juvenile shit. I could see where it would become an obsession.
Were you aware of it?
Was I aware that it was an obsession? Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't know how to.
Well,
Well, I went on the road a lot. I'd forget about it. But I mean, if you live next to this,
it's a lot. Yeah.
starting every day at 6 a.m.
It's crazy.
till dark, but you are on Cape Cod. So you got a few bucks here.
Yeah.
They cannot sell their $1.3 million home due to endless. I could see where you can't sell the house, though. I wouldn't buy it. No.
Nope.
They're unable to sell it from the endless racket from a neighboring pickleball court. Judith so-and-so and her husband have been forced to hire lawyers after failing to find a buyer. It's a 2-minute walk to Sagamore Beach in affluent Cape Cod. Yes.
Dolly.
Yes. They listed the property for $1.3 million before slashing it to $995 and then delisting it altogether. And the people that came to look at it were like, no. I can't do it. He said, we have a beautiful view of the bay, we have beautiful gardens, and we're so close to the beach, there was something wrong. Well, duh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it is.
4 years ago, these pickleball courts went up. Well, who was at the meeting?
Right. It's gotta be an HOA.
A neighbor, she said she spent almost 50 years she lived there, and until then, she goes, it's a very harsh sound. It does eventually start to bother you. I didn't think it would in the beginning, but it really does. I think it becomes like a tick, like a thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But guess what, pickleball? There's a new sport coming to take your crown, and it's called paddleball.
What?
Yeah.
What's paddleball?
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Pickleball's not going away.
No. And guess what? Paddleball's not going to make it because it's too expensive to create the court. You say pickleball, I say paddleball. Picture a pickleball court, but you have to have glass walls, and then it's like racquetball, where you can bounce it off the walls too.
Okay.
So it's super psycho. In a fun way, I would guess, but also like racquetball always just made me nervous because I didn't know where the ball was going. And look at racquetball kind of faded out. Yeah. Because you had to get court time, you got to pay for it. Pickleball, there's, I don't know, at least in Missouri and Tennessee, you can go find a court and it's, I don't pay anything, but maybe $10 or something. But anyway, I don't see paddleball's gained more steam this year as an active alternative to the widely popular pickleball. Business Insider Kathleen Elkins, blah, blah, blah. She's already been won over. Yeah, but also you got to pick a time. Then you can't just wander up.
Well, I think
you have to reserve court times.
I think you do for pickleball too.
Well,
just not where you live.
Not where I live. You don't have to reserve anything. Just show up. What's up, Kathleen?
Can I play?
Kathleen, you want to go play? It's a larger court, and the ability to place balls off or outside the four walls mean the game requires a high level of athleticism than the more stationary pickleball. Settle down, pickleball. Your game requires quicker reflexes. I just think to build glass walls is expensive.
Yeah.
And then how many are there really going to be?
And it's nice to play pickleball outside.
Yeah. It's incredibly popular in Spain and Argentina. I don't know. Yeah, here's the thing. Arguably, the biggest drawback is access to courts. Pickleball courts can be really set up anywhere with 4 courts sitting inside one tennis court. Paddleball courts' size and walls don't offer the same luxury. It's about $38 per person for 90 minutes.
It's kind of expensive.
$40 for
That's half of
an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That's half of golf.
Half a tea time at a public course.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anybody playing? Any termites playing paddleball?
Never even heard of it.
I hadn't either.
No.
That's a big story right
Are you
there.
gonna try it if you find it?
No,
No.
I'm not out there to like win. I'm out there to have fun, and
What are you talking about?
I don't care if I win. I just want to have fun. But I remember playing racquetball with my dad or my brothers, and like they would smash that ball, and I like ducked. I didn't know where the fuck it was going. And it was a hard rubber ball, like
Like a high bounce ball.
I'm not in there to be attacked or like I don't want it to be violent.
I'm not there to win.
Come on
You
now.
better tell your partner Pinky.
My partner, Pinky Tito. Pinky would be his gorilla name because he always wears pink golf shirts and he loves Tito's vodka. So his gorilla name is Pinky Tito. Pinky Tito's a wonderful partner because he's like 9 feet tall and he just stands up there and just goes, bleh, bleh, and his limbs just. I just stay in the back with a seltzer waiting if one gets through him. I'll get that.
With a seltzer.
Yeah. I got my ruby grapefruit seltzer. I'm like, you go get it, Pinky. And then every single one I'm calling, I'm like, it's yours. It's yours.
Want a beer?
Yeah. You can take a break now. But our team, we never know what the score is. No. He's like, what are we? And then I realized I watched these videos on TikTok. We've been announcing the score wrong. I go, uh-oh. On TikTok, I'm saying 6-2.
Yep.
2 numbers, 8-5.
Yep.
They say 3, and I had to look it up.
3 numbers?
Yeah, they say the score and then the server. We don't even understand when it's our turn to serve. The last thing I'm going to do is label us with you're number 1 server, I'm number 2. That'll confuse us even more.
Wow.
No.
That's funny.
News. Guess what? Fat America. We're getting fatter, and we're going to do it. McDonald's is going to help.
Okay.
They're introducing a sandwich called the Big Arch. It's its biggest burger to date. Are we learning nothing?
Are you kidding? A bigger one than the
Look,
Big
I
Mac?
like a burger. I'll eat a burger, but I eat the kids' cheeseburgers there. If I go to McDonald's, it would be, and then I have to get the dog one, my mom's dog.
I like an Egg McMuffin.
An Egg McMuffin. Well,
Yeah, I don't care about that one.
they announced their plans for the Big Arch. Originally it was being tested in Canada and Portugal.
Oh, why us?
I don't know, Canadian tourists. Have you had it? People, people are generally looking for a bigger burger on our menu. We're excited to bring the new global item to Canadians.
Who wants a bigger burger than
I don't know, because whoever wants the bigger burger, we should have a talk with them and go, you know what? There's some big ass burgers here already.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah. Calm down. Get the 2-cheeseburger meal.
It's 2 quarter pounders.
Oh my God.
2 quarter pound, 100% Canadian beef patties, 3 slices of cheese, crispy onions, pickles, lettuce, and a new tangy sauce. No, I'm not getting that.
No.
It looks.
Calories.
Yeah, how many calories in it?
Yeah. What's it called?
Big Arch. With drink and fries, it's $12.59. That's about $9 in the U.S.
Oh my God. There's 377 grams of fat.
377 grams of fat.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. 1,030 calories.
1,000 calories. I mean,
Jesus.
the Whopper only has 670.
26 grams of saturated fat.
Wow.
Wow.
In January, they offered the double Big Mac. I guess nobody went for that.
Gross. The burger sauce is eggs and mustard.
Eggs and mustard? That's the secret sauce? Mm-hmm. I never like any sauces they put on them, so I'm not the person to ask about that. But I don't really generally go to McDonald's. No. Unless when the kids were little, you know.
Yeah.
Moving on. Macy's. They were replacing some of the Bed Bath & Beyonds. And they're going to have a mini store.
Cool.
But shoppers claim the half-hearted attempt will fall apart. I went into Macy's in New York. It's been a minute. A couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It looked looted.
They do.
I mean,
Like a TJ
the
Maxx.
one by my house looks looted. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's not enough employees to fold the clothes or whatever the shit. But Macy's has got a huge problem, and I'm not sure there's too many clothes on one rack, too.
Yeah.
Then when they wonder why people don't put them back, because it doesn't fit. No. You smashed all this shit in here. Now I can't get it back. I don't have time to sit here and smash everything. You hang it wherever you Anyway. Macy's hosted the grand opening of its new small concept store on August 24th. The mini store in a shopping mall in Cincinnati went in the place of the vacant Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay. I don't know. I do think the one in New York's too big. It's overwhelming. It's I don't want to go in there. I don't want to deal with all that just to find like a black shirt.
I think it's the flagship.
Is it the flagship one? Well, they need to pick some shit up there too. The only thing that can look more looted at times is Home Goods.
Yeah, it's
I went down the picture frame aisle and there was just a whole giant thing of diapers. I'm like, how'd that even get here? Do they even sell diapers here? Like there's shit in their aisles where I'm like, I don't know. Did somebody just come in a tantrum and throw all these pillows on the floor? All of them. Fuck you, TJ Maxx. But then other times you go in Home Goods and it's perfectly organized.
at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Yeah, you got to hit the right time. On the store's preview night, children from Big Brothers Sisters of America were given $200 to spend on school clothing. That's nice. The new store is 1/5 of the size of a typical Macy's, making it easier for shoppers to navigate without the need to scale escalators or take long walks between departments. They've created this concept with Gen Z shoppers in mind, hoping to make it easier for customers to find the items they want. I don't know. I don't know that this is... Macy's constantly comes up with new initiatives, but after a half-hearted attempt, they fade away. One shopper started on Facebook.
Whoa.
They are just too arrogant and filled with hubris. They refuse to listen to shoppers because they know better. Some of the Macy's executives should read the comments on Facebook and set up their game. Facebook. Nope. I know, Facebook. I know. Time to call it quits, somebody wrote. They fought the good fight. They tried to make it. The store is falling apart again. I don't know what we're going to do at department stores like that.
I don't know that.
So the idea is make it smaller? Well, now I don't think you have anything.
I think everybody shops online now.
I do too.
Yeah.
Everybody's shopping online.
Yeah. Do you want Zappos or do you want Macy's?
Right. Hold on.
Zappos bring it right over.
Because I'm running over of all my articles.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. Hold on.
Tom Brady just winked at you.
Did he?
Yeah.
I felt it. One of my favorite cities in the world is actively sinking.
What?
One of America's most visited cities, it says, run, Forrest, run. One of America's most visited cities is under the threat of vanishing underwater due to rising sea levels and more frequent violent storms. Savannah, Georgia.
Oh.
I love it.
It's beautiful.
I like New Orleans a little bit more. But Savannah,
You like the vampires.
so Savannah, Charleston, and New Orleans are three of my favorite cities. New Orleans is the grittiest.
Yeah.
Savannah is, Charleston's the fanciest of those kind of Southern, old Southern. And then Savannah lies somewhere in the middle. But the trees and the moss and the heat, I just love it. And the architecture, well, it's sinking. It's under the threat of having several of its historic neighborhoods go the way of the mythical Atlantis due to rising seas and increasing violent storms. That's why I'm doing my bucket list of shit I think might sink. Venice, I gotta go before it. Yeah. The historic city of 300,000, immortalized in films such as The Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil and Forrest Gump, is facing a perfect storm of rising sea levels and coastal sinking, scientists warn. The recent study was published in the journal Nature found 130 square miles around Savannah are already at risk. The worst of 32 U.S. coastal cities. Savannah's in the most trouble.
Oh my God.
Yep. By 2050, the area is expected to expand to 184 miles that will be sunk.
Wow.
Square miles, including the iconic River Street stroll. I love River Street.
That's pretty.
Yeah, where tourists grab frozen concoctions from Wet Willie's or oysters and candy pecans, blah, blah. It's the oysters. I'm not going for a frozen drink at Wet Willie's. I'm not even going to drink it if you buy it for me.
Wet Willie's. Wet Willie's.
It's like boozy slushies, you know.
How fast can you vomit?
It's very sad. 2050, it's not that far away.
Nope.
We could still be alive.
We will be alive.
I don't know. I'll be alive.
It's 24. That's only 25 years from now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
What are you going to be doing?
I don't know.
Playing pickleball.
Probably, maybe. I'll keep that condo in Florida. Get on down there. So that's sad. I'm deciding which ones I'm going to do this time and then not. A research assistant, Bob Reed, sent me, it's not just the stores that keep closing that we're talking about, banks too. But this is a good conversation. Do we need brick and mortar banks?
I don't think as many as we have.
I don't think we need as many as we have. And I also think they could be a shit ton smaller.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have your safe, but who, you know, sometimes I'll go up there to try to get fives if there's going to be merch sold and people still, a lot of people, nobody really does cash. But even when you ask them for change, they're like, here's $100. Can I get all fives? You're a bank. Where else was I supposed to go? I didn't go to the car wash and go, can I have a bunch of fives for this and boggle some child's mind? I went to the bank.
Car wash.
Right.
You just sounded 90.
Well, the car wash. Come on, Washtopia. It's my favorite.
Car wash in the bank.
I have a pass. I don't even pay anymore. Yeah, Washtopia. Yeah, it's a little thing you put in your thing. You go right through. But like I had to go in a bank. Because my bank at Lake of the Ozarks, who there's some adorable people that work there, but they have some old school rules about depositing and this and that. Anyway, but when you go in, there's a shit ton of people working in there. So like if you were going to do a home loan, I just don't know that we need all that space. Well, I think mostly, who went to the bank a lot? My dad. Old people. They like the bank. They like the interaction. Like when I lived in Hermosa, and as soon as Citibank got mobile deposit, I only went in to see my friend Farouk.
What?
Farouk was a teller. He was in an arranged marriage, and I'd like to check on that. I'm like, do you feel that worked out? Or he was so cute. And then he's like, oh, I got very, very lucky. And then he would show me pictures. I'm like, does she think the same of you? Because, I'm just saying, Farouk. We could shave that eyebrow right here, just a little bit to some differentiation. I mean, he was my friend, so I would go in to say hi to Farouk, but I had no other reason to be in there.
Right.
And even a bank loan, most of it's done online. I don't know. National banks closed more than 30 branches in 2 weeks just last month.
Wow.
Yeah. Chase, Bank of America, PNC, and other banks collectively closed 33 locations between July 14th and July 28th.
They have a lot of locations.
Yeah.
Put more ATMs that take deposits.
Right. Why do you really need to go into a bank? You need of loan. to get, well, no, you can get money out of the ATM.
Open a checking account.
Open a checking account.
But they can have one in an area.
Yeah.
You got to go to that place to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Bank of America shut down 11. Chase and PNC closed 7 each month. Closed 7 each. Sorry. Axiom, never even heard of it.
Nope.
Capital, Citizens, Dollar Bank, Lemont, Wells Fargo.
Dollar Bank.
What?
Dollar Bank.
Dollar Bank.
Come on.
You got me.
That sounds fake.
The worst hit state was Florida, who lost four locations. Ohio, Virginia, and Texas lost 3. Yeah, maybe there's just too many.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Bank of America's closed more than 100 branches so far this year, the most of any. It counts for a fifth of all closures in 2024, Bank of America.
They blew up in the 2000s.
I don't know. What do you think, termites? The majority of Americans from Gen Z to boomers are in less need of traditional bank, which may explain the rising number of physical branches that have been. Yeah, I just don't. I mean,
No.
I don't. Oh,
Need.
here's the ones that are closing the fastest. Bank of America, 90. U.S. Bank, 73. Wells Fargo, 62. Chase, 53. Wood Forest.
What's that?
It looks like a Northwest thing. They got the trees. Yeah. 31. PNC's closed 37. Citizens Bank, 29. Key Bank, 16. Capital One, 12. Citibank, 5. Citibank could do with closing some. I mean, in LA, there were like 4 that I could have walked to.
But also
From
they
my house.
Merge.
Right.
Yeah, they merged.
California saw 72. New York saw 51. Yeah. So, something to think about. How often do you go in a bank? Once there was mobile deposit,
I don't like them.
I saw a person at a U.S. bank here in Nashville. She went in through the out of the ATM, got out of her car, walked around, because now the driver's on the wrong side because you're going, and did it, and then...
Backed out?
No, she didn't back out. She drove where the cars would be coming. I just like... Are you drunk? I mean, and she was not old. I'm like, you must be drunk because this just, and she was found. Speaking of banks, could we talk about poor Denise from Wells Fargo who was found dead at her desk and nobody noticed for 4 days? Denise, poor Denise. How do you, the rest of you,
Because no one's going into the bank.
right.
Yeah.
Well, Central Bank of Lake of the Ozarks, I was just there last month, was packed.
Really?
Yep. Mostly old people.
Maybe it's a thing to do.
Poor Denise. She was 60 years old at a Wells Fargo in Tempe. She had scanned into the building on 7 a.m. on August 16th. There were no further scans from her in or out of the building. On August 20th, they reported an employee possibly dead in a cubicle on the building's 3rd floor. She was pronounced dead at 5 o'clock, according to Tempe police.
Gross.
Can somebody explain to me,
Who didn't like Denise? Who didn't care?
was there
about
not a
Denise?
janitor?
Exactly.
Was there not? Now you know the cleaning crew ain't doing their job.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm not going to out you as you didn't do shit, but there's been a dead body up there and you didn't notice. Oh, no, I see. Okay, I read that wrong. She died sometime during the weekend. Why is she the only one in there?
Right.
What's going on with that? How bizarre.
No.
Well, there's a little note to bank robbers.
Maybe there was going to be a heist.
Maybe she was in on it. No, we're just talking shit now.
Exactly. Poor Denise.
4 days. I mean, phew. It's a good thing it wasn't a holiday weekend. It would have been 5.
Terrible.
Jesus.
In Tempe, it's 125.
That's how boring it is. She just died at her desk because there's no customers in the bank.
No. I'll show you your 5s.
I'm going to save these two. Next week, we're going to get into, I'm not going to go because I'm running long. Pavel Durov. He is a Russian Elon Musk. It's fascinating, and he's been arrested. So I'm going to tell you about that next week.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it. We'll save that one. I think we're going to close on a feel-good story.
Oh, okay.
It's a very feel-good story.
We're going to thank people for their gifts.
Yeah, I'm not closing just yet. I was just deciding.
Sometimes I like to circle you back.
Yeah, circle me back. Circle me
Circle
back.
you back.
Circle me
Circle
back.
you back.
I want to do the thank yous, and then we'll do my goodbye story, and then quotes. Termite shout-outs. This is from the Venetian on my Bigfoot t-shirt. from California, Felton, California, Brian and his daughter Elizabeth, and pictures from the Bigfoot Discovery Museum that's in Felton, California. Okay. The St. Louis Blues hoodies, which were brought to me by Dot and Leah from St. Louis, are awesome. I should have brought them up to show them, but I put them in the wash. Thank you, because those aren't cheap, and they are real, and they're not bullshit ones. They're great. Party-sized Haribo bears. I know I say that wrong. Please don't correct me. Beth and Joan from Tucson. Nice. And then a Bigfoot tote carrying bag. Yeah, don't you need that?
Cool.
That's from Carrie, Diane. UPS. I got some Lay's potato chip socks from Judy.
Nice.
She's the one who brought, I think it's not the gummy sharks, too. Hiking medallion of Bigfoot in case I get lost. He's my good luck charm.
Cool.
That's from Elizabeth. Nice. And my Gatorland friend sent me a T-shirt for the 75th anniversary of Gatorland. Yay! So those are the thank yous for all that. Here's your feel-good story. Okay. Not every culture is shitty. Just when you think, man, because so many people behave so poorly, and then every once in a while, the underdogs do the right thing. Native American tribe will unveil a sculpture to honor their Irish connection. The Choctaw leaders they're in Oklahoma mostly, I think, have unveiled a sculpture in Oklahoma dedicated to their people's connection with Ireland. The connection was founded on a donation made to Ireland in 1847. The Eternal Hearts, it looks like a Celtic design, was created by so-and-so, but here's the sculpture is beautiful. It's a Celtic Trinity shape intertwined with a heart and blah, blah, blah. Here's why they did it. In 1847, the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma made a donation of $170 to help those suffering in the Irish famine miles and miles away. The gift would have been worth tens of thousands of dollars in modern terms. Now, these guys are on the Trail of Tears being led to their death, and they're like, yeah, but those people are starving.
Right.
So, boom. Their heartfelt donation was sent to Middleton in County Cork, providing much needed relief. During the 2020 COVID-19, the Irish people demonstrated their support by providing $2 million in aid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
To Native Americans severely affected by the crisis. Similarly, in 2018, the Irish Prime Minister Leo Varadkar announced a scholarship for the Choctaw people to study in Ireland.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then they had some Irish guy talking, and so there you go. People do the right thing occasionally.
I like it.
Which is nice. They built it in Ireland, I guess, and then brought it all the way over. So there you have it.
That's awesome.
All right. Time for some quotes. And then I gotta go get ready for pickleball.
Wow.
Yeah.
You playing with Pinky again?
I am playing with Pinky, and I have some new pickleball shoes.
Pickleball shoes?
Oh, yeah. They kind of have things around your ankles, so I can't roll my ankle.
Nice.
Which probably isn't going to happen because I'm not moving that much. But you just never know. I might get inspired to go after a tough one, and the next thing you know,
You're on your ass. Pickleball shoes.
discussing her early career. Yeah, because I Googled pickleball shoes because somebody told me about them. Mm-hmm. Now I'm getting every single thing on my phone. Pickleball women's bags, pickleball. I mean, where's the headgear? I mean, it's the last thing to come, I'm sure.
Do you guys have outfits?
Outfits? No.
No?
No. No, but people notice the shoes.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, what are those? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for this.
Yeah, you want to play?
Yep. Notice mine aren't dirty. Mine look brand new out of the box.
Stand here.
I'm just standing here with the seltzer watching that giant chimp in front of me. Discussing her career, this is Dolly, early career in a 1977 interview with Rolling Stone. I never felt I belonged. I never belonged in my whole life, even as a little kid. I was just different. So I never really found my place till I moved to Nashville and got in the music business. That was my real place. So I fit in.
Ooh.
That's the moral for the children. If you don't feel you fit in, get in the car. Go somewhere else.
Yep.
Find your people. Now, a Tay-Tay quote. Vogue, February 2012. I don't ever feel like the cool kid at the party, ever. It's like smile and be nice to everybody because you were not invited to be here.
Oh.
Oh.
Dark.
He's got some things going on.
That's the Reputation album.
Oh, what era was that when you're angry that you're at a party? Jesus Christ. All right, termites.
Tickets go on sale Friday.
Tickets, all the tickets for 2025 dates go on sale on Friday. And the pre-sale is today.
Yeah.
And the code is day drinking.
One word.
And for the people that don't really understand all that, it doesn't mean anything except you're just getting better seats. And you can just,
Access to different
you access to, well, however many they decide. I don't decide any of that.
No.
However many they put on pre-sale day.
I like your poster.
And the poster's fun, day drinking. And I'm drinking right now and it's the day. It's not false advertisement.
No.
All right, termites, I'm going to turn my sphere off. Well, I don't want to waste the battery. Another thing that's going to go in the earth. Just saying. This whole thing says postcards from Earth. Ignore it.
Right. Want a soda? God. Sure.
Would you like a giant vodka cranberry?
Yes.
Thanks. All right. Night, termites.